what's up? Welcome to the video. In this video, as the title says, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about this season and my first initial thoughts. I'm going to do a video like this at the end of the season and like my end thoughts, where I'll show like a little clip of this at the beginning of the video to remind you, and I'll recall what I said in this video and like see if I want to change my mind or something. So let's get started with the season. But on a quick side note, like and subscribe for a cookie, and leave a comment saying hi. You know, I'll like it, heart it, and respond to it. 100%, no lying, no cap. Anyways, let's get to the video. So, Chapter 2, Season 6 of Fortnite Battle Royale has been a great season so far. There's not many glitches in it, which is surprising since it's like beginning of the season. There was a few like instant like crafting glitches, but I think that's taken out the game already. There's a reboot van glitch, but that's not really major because it doesn't like, it's not like a fast reboot or anything. It's just like a fake reboot, which doesn't really matter. Okay, now we're going to move on to crafting. Crafting is a great idea. Crafting is insane. Like, you can craft so much stuff, and you only need 4 of like each thing, unless you want to make like a stink bow or anything like that. Any of the bows you don't really need, like, you still need the mechanical parts and the bones, but you also need other stuff as well, which I like. But speaking about bows are OP, because if you have a fire bow, like the one that sets build on fire, with a stink bow, and you both your teammates, like all your teammates hit shots, so the other person and you, that's like 130 to 150 damage, plus the 5 constant damage from the stink and the damage from the fire. It's so OP. Mental. Exactly. So if that was just like what's the word, like just not OP, just like make the damage not as much, because 70 damage around that is pretty good for a bow, considering it does like extra damage with the stink and stuff. So yeah, now moving on to the mechanical parts and the bones. The idea of mechanical parts is nice, but I think if you like destroy the car, which I just did there, you should get like 1 or 2, depending on how many weak points you hit. So if you only hit like 2 weak points, you'd only get like 1, but if you hit like every single weak point, you'd get like 3. So it's more rewarding for like your accuracy, kind of, because I need a pump. I'm not using a mechanical shotgun or the other one because I don't really like them, the primal shotgun, and with an AR, so you know. But the idea of the stink fish and the like stink sacks, which is really nice, because I've got 6 here, as you see, and then after here I get a few more fish, which is really nice. I've got a hop fish, but there are a few fish which I think have been taken up. I'm not entirely sure. I think one was the riff fish, but that's fine because you can get riffs from like NPCs all around the map, and some other fish got added in, like the stink fish and yeah, and the other one which I can't remember, but that didn't really matter because I think it was useless anyway. So here I'm crafting. It takes 3 seconds. The animation is nice, but I wish you could like walk around and craft, but like when you walk, it's just like crouch speed. So because if I'm like in end game or like mid game, or like I'm in a fight and I want to craft my weapon so I can give it like more power, like from blue to purple, I want to be able to move around still, because I don't want anyone to break my wall and then headshot snipe me because I have to stand still, or like boom by me right to the head, because that would not be fun. So yeah, if they made that a bit more fairer, it'd be really nice. Another thing which they could do is add bones more common. So in these houses here, like these small houses I just broke, like the bones, I should have got bones from them, because like you could see like the like bones, like teeth in it. So really I should have got bones from that, but only like 1 bone from each. And mechanical parts, like there needs to be a few more in like certain areas, because Pleasant, that's just so many cars, so easy mechanical parts. But places like Boney Burbs, for example, there's like barely any cars. There's like 4 cars, and then there's the 2 slurp trucks nearby, which is 2 extra car parts. So it's only 6, so you can only upgrade a gun once. So if you want a duo there, you're going to be struggling a bit. unless you kill someone with extra. And in this clip, which I'm showing you right now, the SMG, okay, that SMG is 2 OP. 30 meters I check here, 31ish meters I check, because I ping where I was, and I beamed that guy. Literally lasered him. So that was very unfair for him. I know it was an AI and it was standing practically still, but I shouldn't be clearing him out that quickly. So maybe if they made the SMG a bit less powerful, it'd be much more better. Another thing is the menu. So if you want to check how much damage a gun does, or like its reload time, it doesn't give numbers, it just gives like a bar and its percentage of like how full it is. So like, I don't check in the video, in the gameplay, but I've checked before, like I'm like, oh, I want to see how much damage this gun does, but I can't see and I can't tell, it's just like a bar filled up. So if they just put a number next to it, or like a percentage out of a percentage, or like a fraction, we'd get a better idea. But like, I know roughly how much damage like a pump will do if it's like green, or if a flame bow will do if it's like gold. So yeah. Also, the old NPCs, so like Condor, Reese, Dirty Ducks, they need to be added back, because I'm pretty sure there's no more exotics, because I haven't really been anywhere where there can be exotics. But yeah, apart from that, that's like what's bad about the game. Now let's move on to what's good about the game. The season is fun, okay? The season is so fun. But I have one little question, okay? Why is there not a like thing for, because I have visualized sound effects on, which is like kind of OP because you can hear when people are healing through walls and stuff, but it gets rid of directional audio, so they could be above you but you'll think they're below you, if you know what I mean. So if you could like do a thing where it's like you can like see what, only like you can pick what visualized effects you want, because I don't want to visualize effects for frogs or like any of the new animals, because they look ugly and I don't really like them. So if there's like an option to like choose what ones you have, like if some people doesn't want the healing one, they can get rid of the healing visualize and stuff like that. That would be pretty cool. But they don't have to add it in, it's just for people that use visualize like me. Another thing is, why is there not directional audio with visualize? I understand that it's like literally seeing through walls, but still, it's not that OP really. But it's fine. Don't really notice it, I don't. So yeah. Now, the fun thing about this season is the crafting. Crafting has changed the game. And this season will only be around for one season, and I'm sure there will be no crafting next season, because there's only a few select guns like in this season. Like last season there were way more guns, like you'd have a pistol, you'd have a sniper, you'd have everything, you'd have a full load of chug splashes and stuff, a harpoon. But it's so hard to find these like weapons now, if not impossible, like the pistol, like the harpoon. It's very hard to find, and snipers impossible. So if they do add more guns in over time, or they could just make them like exotic or just anything like that, then it'd be nice. Which you can only like find at the middle, like the mythic jump boots. That'd be pretty cool. Now, Henchman Chest. The Henchman Chests should be much more rarer. Now, if you don't know what I mean by Henchman Chests, it's not the normal chests, it's the one at the house that's right on my left. There's one near the house near where Salty used to be, where Bernie Bubs is right now, and there's one like the basement house in between like Flopper Pond and Lazy Lake. So if they add more of them around the map, like just like hiding like hidden spots, that'd be nice, because they're not the best loot, but they're not the worst loot, so it's like a bit better. The chests that spawn underground, like they used to at Sweaty. I like the idea of having them just like randomly scattered around the map, but they're way too OP. Way OP. It's unfair for some people, because someone might get a gold scar off the bat because they found a lucky little chest in the ground. But you know. Now, as you can see, I'm using the stink bow right here. That shot should have done at least a few, like 5 ticks. That one done 1. That one's just a bad shot. I don't know how I die here. Like, he shoots me through my build and I lag kind of. Like, I jump, but the field's really breaking, so it's like I jump like half the height I was meant to. But that's fine, that's just like how the game's meant to work. The primal rifle is a great gun. It's just the accuracy is bad. It's kind of like the Stark rifle. When you ADS, aim down sights, like aim in, you hit your shots more. So that's what happened with the Stark rifle. When you aim it in ADS, you'd hit your shots way more often. But when you get up close to someone in like a box, you can just spray at them like it's an SMG. So that's why I'm not really going to be carrying around SMG, but I only carried this SMG around because of the kill I previously got at Boney Burbs. Which brings on to my next reason. Why is there only like 2 SMGs? Like, I know there's like 3 variants of each gun, but there's like 400 variants of the bow, which is insane. Like, if we could have like a stink shotgun, which would do like 5 extra damage. So if you did like 20 damage, it'd do an extra 5, just like on the side. Like, it would only happen like a few seconds later, but that'd still be a cool like feature. And the primal weapons, if you could add like a bit of fire to it, that'd be pretty cool as well. So here we've got these people. I don't know if they were AIs or not, because they weren't building when we were clearly just running, like driving right past them. But in this upcoming few like kills, that car should have done at least 20 damage, I'd say. But the pump from here is OP. Like, bro, how do I do 93 for a headshot? Like, that's either good or either bad. And then I do 70 damage here, which is reasonable. But 132 for a headshot from about 5 meters away. That's not that good. I would have expected about 175 from there, not 132. So the pumps should be buffed, or they could just stay as they were. The purple pump does 108 damage now, even though last season it did 100, which is a bit weird. They changed it. I don't know why, but it's fine. I'm not complaining. More damage, but the purple pump does not do 200 damage for a headshot. It can only do 198, which is a bit annoying for like the creative people that when they like get a clip in creative, they have to have a gold pump now, but that will do over 200 damage, so it doesn't look as clean. But that's just my problem anyway. So that's my creative side of things, kind of, not really. I'll move on to creative in a few minutes. But that guy there, I feel bad for him because his controller must have disconnected or something, and then I just bopped him right to the face. So as you can see, the visualize there, it like shows where the chest is, but it's no directional audio. But you can't hear it obviously, so because you can only hear my voice. The cuttlefish, I haven't yet used them properly. Like there, I just threw them at the wall because they would have been useless anyway. But the only reason I didn't use them or didn't pick them up for the rest of the game was because my loot was already way too good. But what I know about the cuttlefish is that they only do like 35 damage, but you can stick them to cars. Because I saw on TikTok that you can stick them to cars, drive right past someone, boom, 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 they literally just explode, which is pretty OP. It's like when you could put a shield bubble onto a hoverboard and just fly around in like sweaty arena games in like Chapter 1. OP. No one can shoot you. Or like on a quad crusher or an ATV. So that needs to change because I don't want no guy to just run right at me and just poop on me like that. Another thing I like about the season is that the orange bits, like the grass where I am at the moment, like that orange like X right in the middle of the map looks really nice. But the jump boot, okay, the jump boots are great. I haven't used them, but I've seen them be in action like many times, so I know what they're like. You jump once, you go a bit higher. You jump twice, or however many times you jump, you fly, or you get glider redeploy. But that's only really useful in arena because there is no movement in arena. Last season, all you had was bouncers and 0 point fish. There's no more 0 point area. You can't get 0 point fish anymore. I suppose you can get spicy fish and peppers, but you can only get loads of peppers from like K Corner. You can get like at least a whole stack of peppers from K, which is pretty OP. And then if you landed at the weather station just above K, you get a guaranteed purple scar. And then if you go down, you get a guaranteed at least 5 peppers. So yeah. So in this clip here, you can see the frog visualized. It's really annoying me, and I can hear the frog. So I turn around in a few seconds and kill it, just because it's so annoying. And just the ribbit is just irritating. Like the stink bow here, that shot should have done at least 5 damage, at least. But these kids were being annoying, just camping, but it's fine. Like that should have done at least 5 damage, maybe 10, because I don't understand how we can move away so fast. But it's fine. Like that, I hit him 136. I think that was around 140, which is pretty OP. Then I hit him like a couple of times with the stink. But what should happen if you actually hit the shot? The stink should do a bit more damage, like at least like 10 if you hit a headshot. But if you hit a body shot, it will just do 5, and if you miss, it only does like 2. So the reward accuracy, like most guns do reward accuracy. Like if you hit a headshot, it's gonna do more damage. If you hit a body shot, it's gonna do less. If you miss, you're gonna do no damage. It's like that for pretty much almost every single gun, unless like you hit like a body shot at the side, it's gonna do way less damage. Or if you hit a headshot at like the side of the head on their ear, it's gonna do way less damage, and it'll do like 40 or 50 damage if like a pump. So yeah, that needs to change. I know it's depending on like how many pellets you hit, but still, that's a bit annoying when I hit someone for 36 in their head. Epic games. Metal is a bit more easier to find this season because people want to get more car parts, but there still needs to be way more metal. Brick is so easy to find. This is the easiest season to get like loads of wood. And I know how I have more brick than anything. That's because I was using all my wood and my metal. That zipline play was pretty nice, but the ziplines make such a horrible noise now. It's actually so annoying. I don't like it. I want them to change the noise back for the zipline to the old one, because this noise is absolutely ear-piercingly horrible. I hate it. If I could turn it off, I would, but I can't, so I won't. So this season is pretty good so far. I rate it around, I'd say a 7, 8. No, I rate it an 8.5 so far out of 10. And at the end of the season, you will see what I say about it then. They might add a few more guns. They might add snipers back. They might add pistols back instead of revolvers. They might add new NPCs, like there was leaked ones about like a reboot NPC where like she would like give you like a reboot van, like a portable reboot van. That would be pretty cool, but it would have to be really expensive, like 5,000 gold. So you couldn't get it in arena because that'd just be way too OP in arena. So yeah, I rate this season an 8.5 out of 10. And yeah, thank you.